The following content is not meant for children. Hello, and welcome my friends. I am Maester Aelix and this is Aelix's Stellaris Empires. And today I have a treat. I've been saving this one for a special occasion, and that occasion is today. Today we are looking at the Dwamak Stellar Remnants, and for those of you who are new to Stellaris, that won't make any sense, and for those of you who've been playing for a while, that makes too much sense. Long story short, there is a group of marauders that call you Dwamaks, and I decided, you know what, let's make them. And being marauders that attack and say that you are also Dwamaks, I decided to go full military on these guys. So, let's start at the beginning, and I'll explain every step of the way and why I'm doing what I'm doing. So first things first, I went with the reptilian portraits because this head looks like it could support this chin, and I really wanted to use the Paradox logo for something, and since this was a silly treat, you know, something to give my brain that's not so healthy for it, I figured I could do that. Reptilians, this big old chin for this big old chin. And I'm focusing on, icons of death because these people were hunted down ruthlessly by marauders. So yeah, our own skeletons. Booyah. Species names, the Dwamak. They're Dwamaks, and they do Dwamak-y things. Didn't write the biography because it's one of those things I don't always do, and since this is a silly thing, it didn't feel right. Plus, for those who know what I'm talking about, you already know what's going on. I went with Reptilian 2. Like most, there are 4, but 2 in this case seemed to be just right. Mostly from the Ravenous Star Hunters, the Swift Star Hunters. The Star Hunters theme on the fleets is what really drew me in. And they're not really, fully militarized yet, but they will be. Oh, they will be. And speaking of which, here's our traits. So first thing is very strong. I mean, the worker pop resource is nice, but it's the army damage, 40%. Resilient, defense army damage, plus 50%. They're repugnant, so yeah, they're gonna have a problem with amenities. Slow breeders. Now, normally this is a really bad trait, but since this is a silly thing, I figured this was okay, and it also kind of shows that they're recovering from being attacked. And adaptive, to let them settle on more worlds, which is great. I decided to go with an arid world. Seemed right for reptiles. They like sun. I definitely went with random 2-star system. I don't know why I felt the need to do 2 stars, but it fits. It's light. It explains why the planet's a desert, I guess. And we go to the standard. This is a reptilian race, so I'm going to give them the reptilian city, which is quite fun. I like it a lot. And with the origin, this is something that really brought the Dwamaks into focus, is I made them a lost colony. An advanced empire of this species spawned somewhere in the galaxy. That's like the main race, and we're a splinter group that got split up by the marauders. And that's really fun to me. Alright, on to government and ethics. Fanatic militarist, claim influence cost minus 20%, and ship fire rate plus 20%. That's nasty. And they're xenophobes, so we can purge, we can enslave, people don't generally like us, and, we don't do refugees. But that also helps offset that pop growth speed, and influence cost is Starbase influence cost is again reduced by 20%, and this has a different thing being reduced by 20%, but still, our influence costs are being mitigated, which is great. I went with oligarchic for that whole edict cost thing. This gives us more edicts, but this gets them cheaper, and again, cheaper is what these things do. Alright, I went with warrior culture. Replaces entertainer with duelist. Duelists turn alloys into unity, and amenities, and naval capacity, and our army damage is boosted by another 20%. So that helps with that amenities problem. And, that also produces unity and naval capacity, which is highly important if you're going to be a big militarist group. And citizen service. Soldiers also produce 2 unity, and naval capacity is up by 15 additional %. This is a really good combo for just piles and piles of naval capacity. And you also gain a lot of unity from your planet jobs, which is great. Lets you get some of those really good fun ascension perks. Mostly the ones that deal with military stuff. Starbase capacity, all that, force projection, all those really nasty ones. We went with the militarist voice.
Only in battle can the true mettle of any sentient organism be measured. Have at thee. Cry havoc, and let slip the dogs of war.
Oh yeah, I really like this voice. I have occasionally played them as the soldier.
Hull integrity failing, decompression imminent. It's been an honor, Captain.
But militarist is a little bit better.
It is a good day to die.
Alright. I named them the Dwamak Stellar Remnants because they are the piece that broke off and they're trying to pick themselves back up again. This particular flag I am particularly happy with. I got to use the Paradox logo, intentionally. And the red and gray matches the body color of this particular leader, so for me that's a win. Plus you get the red curtains. And the reason I went with the downward arrow is because they are, blood red on a field of gray. Blood red on a field of gray, and you attack, you smack down, planetary bombardment. They're not nice. And that's kind of the point. I went with the reptilian ships, which the red and gray really does look nice in space. And for the ruler, I went with color variant 6 to match the flag. And room 17 just has that just right look I want. You've got stuff mounted on the walls, you got spears, and it looks kind of like trophies, and you got that reinforced enough, but you can still see what you're doing window. All in all, a really great look. And of course, I also changed the clothes to clothes 5, which is this kind of military suit thing. The reptiles don't have a huge amount, but this I think works best. And Supreme Commander Aelix, and chose male just cause. So yeah, this is a really great group, and I'm gonna do something I don't normally do, and it's been suggested to me I do this more. I should just go into the game and show you some of what their units look like and some of the stuff I'm talking about directly. Alright, and here we are, so let's look at our military ships and, the first station, and as you see that red really does pop, and the gray just kind of makes you be seen in space. Space dark contrasting colors. And what I was talking about with the Ascension perks that I would select, like Interstellar Dominion, Starbase, and Claim. So that's already what you're doing, and it's great. One Vision for more unity. Imperial Prerogative, Administration Cap going up, that certainly helps. Got not so much Shared Destiny. Definitely want to go for the Colossus Project if you can. None of these Transcendence World Shapers okay. Galactic Force Projection, Naval Capacity plus 80, Fleet Limit plus 20. This is great. Defender of the Galaxy, damage to Endgame Crisis Faction plus 50%. Everyone's opinion was increased by 20%, so that's great. Let's see. Grasp of the Void is okay. Eternal Vigilance is great. Voidborn, not so much. I mean, it's not bad, but not Arcology, not Xenocompatibility. One that lets for like the mid-game crisis stuff. Where did that go? Colossus Project, good. Enigmatic Engineering is okay. Not on the Shared Destiny. Transcendent Learning is not bad. You get really good leaders that way, and that's great for your fleets. Executive Vigor, more edicts, that's lovely. Where did it go? must have disappeared in the great reshuffling of recently. So, you have all these wonderful things to pick from, and that way you're not also trying to, you know, hey, we're going to try to rewrite our genes, or we're going to become robots, or we're trying to become psychic. None of that is, I mean, those are all great, but that's not what this group is going for. They're going for raw DACA. So, here's our random single star. Did I say unitary? I think I did. But yeah, let's take a construction ship as well. Oh, you're hiding, you're blended in. Move it. There you are. Nice blocky pink, red, gray stripes. Our science ship is over there. There you are, science ship. Look at you. So yeah, it's a great look, and this is a really good, you know, attack-heavy, aggressive species to play. And I hope everyone who tries it enjoys it. And with that being said, thank you all for joining me. I really hope you're enjoying this series. If you do, please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that usual YouTube stuff. It's all free to you and easy to do. And please check out the links down below where all the really good stuff is. And you watch Maester Aelix videos. You deserve really good stuff, and I'm totally not biased or anything. With that being said, thank you all for joining me, and I shall see you all next time.